Wave of Light monk build for Season 16. Now, this is a different build altogether. Um, the Ring of Royal Grandeur event has really put a change to this build, and I'm curious to go over it with you guys. Now, this is obviously a one-off build for this season only, or any season that they do Ring of Royal Grandeur for, but this should be a fun one for you guys if you're playing it this season. So to start off, we'll be going over the skills, then to the passives, the gear, and then your cubed items, and so on. So starting off, we'll be running Epiphany with Desert Shroud. I can't speak here for a moment. Um, Wave of Light with Explosive Light. Mystic Ally with Fire Ally. Serenity with Ascension. Dashing Strike with Blinding Speed. Mantra of Salvation with Agility. And then for your passives, Near Death Experience, Harmony, Seize the Initiative, and Beacon of Yatar. Now, a couple of things are different than the build you'll see online, and again, this is me showing you guys the build that is currently topping out on the leaderboards rather than what's online, because this is what's actually pushing with the changes that people have made to it. Going over gear, we'll be running Kayoshiro's Blade with Poison, Damage, Dexterity, Crit Hit Damage, and Dex from your Augment, as well as cooldown of all skills and Maximum Spirit. Over to the hands, we'll be running Inna's Hold with Dex, Crit Hit Damage, Crit Hit Chance, Dex from the Augment, and cooldown of all skills. Now, cooldown is your primary stat you'll be looking for with this build, and then secondarily will be your crit hit chance and crit hit damage. Now, onto the pauldrons, we'll be looking for Pauldrons of the Skeleton King. Now, this is different from the main build you'll find online. This is a change, but it's working. This is basically to keep you alive, and it can save you some time in the Rift, because when you're running the Skeleton King pauldrons, when receiving fatal damage, there is a chance that you are instead restored to 25% of maximum life and cause nearby enemies to flee in fear. This is actually a really good change because it means you can save yourself losing time on a rift if you end up dying. So you have that slight chance to save yourself. This will be running Dex, Vitality, Armor, and Dex from the Augment, as well as cooldown reduction. Inna's Vast Expanse for the chest piece with Dex, Vitality, damage from elite monster attacks, and Dexterity as your augment, running diamonds in all 3 slots. For your helmet, we'll be going with Sogrin's Gaze with Dex, critical hit chance, Dex from the augment, and then cooldown of skills with Wave of Light damage. We'll also have a diamond in the slot. Traveler's Pledge with a Compass Rose set. Fire skill damage, crit hit chance, Dex on the augment, and Bane of the Stricken in the socket for your legendary gem. We'll be running for your bracers, Pento's Pride, with fire skill damage, Dex, crit hit chance, and Dex from the augment. For your offhand, we'll be running Ravage Strike with arcane damage, dexterity, critical hit damage, and Dex from your augment, with cooldown of skills by 10%. And then you'll have a emerald in the socket for that. The Compass Rose will be running damage, Dex, crit hit chance, and Bane of the Trapped in the legendary socket, as well as cooldown of all skills by 8%. Convention of Elements as the other ring, Dex, crit hit damage, crit hit chance, Dex in the augment, and Zai's Stone of Vengeance as your legendary gem. For your boots, Inna's Sandals with Dex, Vite, Dex in the augment, and Wave of Light damage as the reroll if you don't get that on your drop. Inna's Temperance for your pants, with 2 diamonds in them, Dex, Vitality, Armor, and Dex as your augment. Inna's Favor with Dex, Vitality, life, and dex is your augment. The other three resist all elements, experience gain, that's all optional trash stats basically. Now going over to our cubed items and going into this with our usual information that you can normally transfer one of these over to your equip slot and have the equipped one into your cube, all depending on which one you get the better of. We'll be looking at Incense Torch of the Grand Temple, the Crudest Boots, and Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac. Um, I don't think the torch could be swapped out. I'm not sure. You guys will have to correct me. This is one of the few times I see this weapon on a build. I've not ran any build that has used it before, so you guys will have to look into that yourselves and find out if it's a two-handed or not. I'm pretty sure it's not because it's a torch, but either way, it is a potential option for swap out, but the cube swap thing obviously is an optional thing you can do. But going over everything again, your top skill or top stat you'll be looking for will be cooldown reduction, as well as crit hit chance and crit hit damage. Your legendary skill or legendary gems are Bane of the Stricken, Bane of the Trapped, and Zai's Stone of Vengeance. And if there's any questions you guys have, you can leave them down in the comments below. I will do my best to answer them for you if I left anything out in this video. And if you like this video, hit the subscribe and the bell to get notifications when I upload new updates on this game or any other games I play. I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.